Welcome back to Metro Designers. Just kidding, we're in your local movie theater parking lot. I'm Mara.
And I'm Gio.
And we are fresh out the film.
We are, and we're actually fresh out the film this time, which
Yeah.
is nice. Truly sitting in the movie theater parking lot. Been sitting here for a while, as we just mentioned, off mic.
Yeah, they don't know that.
They don't know that. I guess they don't have to know that. Yeah, no, we've been sitting here for about 10 seconds before we started.
Yeah, don't reveal that. We're in a different movie theater than our typical choice of movie theater. Yeah, but it was nice. Like, the guy there was so friendly.
Dude.
Like, the best service we've had. Probably because it was an actual adult and not, like, a teenager that's, like, typically
Good point.
working at, like, our movie theater that we go to.
That's probably the first time I've seen an adult, like, taking my popcorn order or whatever, actually going to the movies. That is a very good point, yes. Though, hey, we know high school kids can be good workers. We were two of those kids.
For sure.
At points in our lives.
No, I love our local movie theater workers.
Me too.
Of course.
Yeah, I guess we have to say that because friend of the show Tyler works there, right?
No, we don't have to say that.
Oh, yeah, sorry, no, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But yes. Friend of the show, of course. And he's lovely.
Quite. Good guy.
Yeah.
Give Tyler a shout out.
But we're not there. We're at a different movie theater. It's smaller. It's nice. I liked it. I thought it was going to be like kind of like, it was hidden back here on my ride over. I was like, where the fuck is this place going to be?
Yeah, your guy took a weird ass route here. I was watching you on the maps.
Yeah, I was watching like the route that Lyft was taking us through, and I was like, okay, I guess we're going through the neighborhood.
Straight through the neighborhood for like 5 minutes before you got here. I don't know why you didn't just hop out.
And
on the
that
main
was
road.
the route from when I got in the car. Like,
Really?
that's what it said. So I don't know what the fuck was up with that.
Maybe you avoided some construction or something. I was coming from a slightly different way anyway, so I didn't have to go the way that you were going.
Yeah, but I didn't know where it was going to be. But it's nice. It is nice inside.
The theater itself, theater number 7, was not bad. The chairs didn't go very far back, which was interesting. It kind of felt like those were going to recline a little bit more, right?
I did. But I liked them.
Yeah,
I thought they were nice. They were way, like, the chair itself was way, like, comfier.
Yeah, 100%.
Than the other ones.
A lot of cushy leather.
They also, and we should have gotten, like, popcorn and a drink to, like, compare, of course, but they had, Coke Freestyle machines.
Yes, they did.
Which, like, as soon as we walked past those, I was like, fuck.
Yeah, what would you have got? What is your Coke Freestyle? Oh, you don't have
I don't know. The options are limitless.
Mine is the
That's
Barks Cream Soda. I don't combine anything, it's just that. Because you can't really get it anywhere else, and it's good.
That's pretty lame.
I disagree.
Okay.
Excuse us next door.
To each...
I thought that was my buddy, actually, for a second. So first, I thought I was going to be pulling out, because I know somebody who drives a car like that. But that's just somebody laying on the horn for no apparent reason.
I think they're
probably
friends.
questioning why. Can you imagine looking in here and just seeing, like, a little bit of cardboard coming out the ceiling with some sort of, like, device on the end of it?
It looked like their friends were pulling up next to them, so I started honking.
Should we go over there? That's kind of an invite, like a general invite.
I feel like we should have, like, pulled all the way forward. So we weren't just in the middle of the parking lot.
I don't know. I kind of like the 360 view,
Like, there's such a nice little, like, shaded, like, area over there.
What is that shit?
And we decided
like, straightforward right there?
Yeah.
Well, if it gets too hot in here, we can move over.
It's true.
Or too distracting.
I'm already so distracted, and that's why I said that.
I mean, dude, if anybody could
I'm sorry, it's because literally when I look at you, I'm making eye contact with the people in the car next to us.
Alright, just look, in fact, just make eye contact with them instead of me. That might be easier.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's the best way to go.
Anyways.
Anyway, should we jump in?
Yeah, we should. I do have a little thing to add to your preamble as well. I should tell you up front.
Okay. Should have told me before.
Yes, I should.
I'm sorry, that was me.
Now they can see how it really happens behind the scenes. What they didn't hear is you going, should have told me before. That was a slap right there.
Don't accuse me of such things.
I'm sorry. That's rude. That's a rude thing.
I would never.
Of course not.
Never.
We are a very kind podcast duo.
Yes, exactly.
Most would describe us as that. Are you okay, dude?
Yeah,
Are you there?
I'm so sorry. I just realized I didn't look up pronunciations and I missed it, but we're gonna roll with it. It's fine. It's fine.
Well, the first one's pretty easy.
Okay, the movie that we saw today. What's the first one?
The
Boots
movie? Riley.
Oh. I was like, the first thing I'm gonna say is the movie.
Oh, sorry, yeah, the director. Sorry.
The movie we saw today was I Love Boosters.
Yes.
Okay, it was directed and written by Boots Riley. The cinematography was done by Natasha Breyer. The music was done by Alina Kanin. Okay. The budget was $20 million.
Nice.
And do you want to guess how much they made opening weekend?
Yes, I have a little bit of frame of reference because I know what happened on their opening weekend with 2 other movies. So I know it has to be less than $9 million.
True.
So I'm going to go with 6.5.
3.7.
3.7. Oof.
Yeah.
Not a great open. Not a great open.
It's
a tough weekend. You know, I was thinking about, because you have 2 big horror movies that have dropped, and horror movies big word of mouth, so the second and third week can always be good. Mm-hmm. You've got the Mandalorian X Grogu movie, and just 3 weeks ago, or was that 4 weeks ago? Maybe it was 4. But Devil Wears Prada, like another, which I know is very different than this, but it's another fashion movie, so it's like a little. I feel like this is a tough time to release here, but going into summer, it's going to be a lot harder. So, I mean,
for sure.
This is probably the last moment you can get some attention. $3 million of attention.
Yeah. Yeah, now it stands at about $5.6 million. It is a 3.8 out of 5 on Letterboxd, a 7.3 out of 10 on IMDb, and a 91% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Dang, Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Carry.
So the critics
like eat this one up. Interesting. I wouldn't predict that from watching it.
Nor would I.
But I mean, maybe there's a lot of big Boots Riley fans out there that are also top critics on Rotten Tomatoes. I was reading through a couple of them to find, the reviews at the end, and it seemed like a good amount of rotten ones in there. I'm surprised that it's 91 because I try not to look at it when I'm going in there the first time, so I'm surprised.
Right, of course. Yeah, 91.
It's very intriguing. Oh, now you have my thing to add? Perfect segue.
I was doing the hand motion, so you didn't have to directly say that.
But
yes.
Basically, it's a kind of a small thing, but I forget what we call this, but fresh out the film. Yeah, I can't think of the word for it. I went out and saw a movie on my own. So I went out and did some reconnaissance, some solo reconnaissance is the word that I was looking for. Fresh out the film solo reconnaissance, and that was Obsession, which is a horror movie. And we have a little bit from me right when I got out of that right now. Hello, this is Gio, currently on a fresh out the film escapade. I'm not sure we've called it that before, but I just got out of the movie Obsession. With a whole group of people that did not include my sister, unfortunately. But I just want to come on here and say that this movie was fantastic. Well, fantastic is a little much. It exceeded expectations for me. As a horror film, definitely. I think it was one of these horror films that had a really good combination of comedy and just knew when to break tension and when not to, I guess. That sounds a little bit simple, but I feel like it was just one of these edge of your seat movies that is so consistently edge of your seat that when it does break that moment, it really makes an impact. And I don't know, I'm very, very tired right now trying to make this review. Unbelievable performance from the woman who played Nikki, and the guy. Honestly, one of these, obviously watching the main character and being a little bit frustrated where he's not doing what you would do, but overall, it was pretty good, and I don't know if I actually do ratings on here, but I'm going to throw it in. I'm going to put it at a 4.0. It was that good. Like, hard to poke holes in this movie. I wish they would have answered all the horror stuff, but just getting used to that with horror movies. But back to the episode. And now we're back to the future. Past Gio had a good time there with Obsession, but now the only place to go is our story. Isn't that right, Mara?
Yes.
So let's
Story
drop
time.
a quick spoiler warning real fast for all the events in I Love Boosters. We are a full spoiler podcast.
Spoilers.
And let's get into it. The film opens as a woman named Corvette is at a club. She seduces another man and brings him back to his apartment, and it looks like they're going back to have sex, but instead, they find out that Corvette is trying to sell stolen clothing at a discounted price.
Of course.
Showing that she is indeed a booster.
A booster.
Which I didn't know what that meant going in. Did you?
I did, yeah.
Okay, I didn't. I was very glad that they made that clarification early on, because he goes, "You're a booster, aren't you?" And I was like, oh, okay. That makes a little more sense. I don't know how I didn't think, because I knew it was about stealing clothes. I just didn't even...
Yeah, I don't know if I did know, but I picked it up from, like, all the shit I saw about it in, like, the trailer and
that makes sense.
The synopsis and whatnot.
What I was doing, dude. Just gawking at all the colors.
Fair enough.
Corvette, whose real name is Cassandra, and her two best friends, Sade and Mariah, whose names I feel like were repeated, like, twice the entire movie. Like, I did not track their names, dude.
I did not either.
They're boosters that form the Velvet Gang, and they steal clothes from a bunch of high-end fashion stores and sell them for cheap, which is honestly like it's kind of a Robin Hood type thing, you know? I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty
capitalism.
solid. Yeah, we don't like
it.
it. This is definitely a fuck capitalism movie. I mean, through and through.
Oh, yeah.
A fuck capitalism movie. The ladies squat in an abandoned fast food restaurant. Did I miss a sentence? Okay, I guess that this must just be an Englishman or something. I don't see that term a lot, squat, but it looks like they own the place. I guess they are just staying there.
No, that is like squatting.
Yeah, that's what squatting's called?
No, like when you stay somewhere you're not allowed.
I just thought they owned it.
You know, like squatters' rights or whatever?
Squatters' rights?
Yeah, like they have rights and they can like take over people's houses. Not really, but like, isn't that what it's called? I don't know. I might sound stupid right now. But
no, it sounds like I need to watch a YouTube video on this, dude. On squat, is it like some like weird legal?
But that's like squatting. Like there's people that are like squatters, in parentheses for the people who can't see me.
Yeah.
Who are like come to places that they're not allowed, like houses that are like not sold yet or abandoned places.
And they have rights
like that.
They can go just
I don't know
stay.
exactly how they have rights, but like at some point they did get rights.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's cool, I think. Oh, another car pulling up here. Just made eye contact.
Fuck.
It's the best part
Is
about
it
the
right
movie
next
theater
to
party.
us?
That's right next to us.
Dude, this is why I said we should have pulled forward. We're literally in the busiest part of the parking lot.
I think it's nice. We're like kind of cornered in here.
I hate it. These people are sitting on the ground now.
Yeah. Blue Corvette next door. Yeah, somebody's sitting on the ground. Ooh, Corvette.
It's not a Corvette, it's a Mustang.
Oh, it's a Mustang. Dang, I think I just read Corvette and said that wrong. But yeah, Corvette has aspirations of fashion designing. In fact, she has been a fashion designer, and she like got I don't know what the story was exactly, but her clothes weren't good enough. Essentially, they weren't quite good enough. She also meets a mysterious man with a pinky ring. She met this man first at the club. This is Lakeith Stanfield. I'm not sure if he's named, because that's the only name they give here. He causes a strange sensation whenever he's around, which is makes the camera go whoa, whoa, whoa.
That's the perfect representation, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I think for an audio medium, that'll be it.
Yeah.
Corvette also visualizes early on a giant ball of trash rolling towards her multiple times. And it looks like trash from things in her life. You know, like money, ATM, I remember seeing in there, an eviction notice, like all these things. It looks like past items of hers, possibly. I don't know, what was your interpretation early on?
Yeah, something of like her, like dad or so, like things that were like I don't know. I don't know what it was.
Well said.
Unclear.
Unclear.
Looks like a bunch of trash.
Yeah, just a big old ball of trash.
Yeah.
Corvette and Mariah go to Metro Designers, the place that we are not. A chain owned by fashion titan Christy Smith. A lady, played by Demi Moore, by the way. A lady who would rival Miranda Presley. Now, am I going to get away with saying that? Are you going to let me get away with saying that?
No.
She doesn't rival Miranda Presley.
Yeah.
Okay, no hard pushback there, though? I thought I was going to get, like, a big old, like, are you kidding me? Meryl Streep did, and I thought there was going to be a lot of stuff.
No, well, I knew you were doing a thing, so I was going to let it slide.
Just didn't let me have it,
yeah,
okay?
Yeah. I knew you were, well, you just, like, you looked at me with such excitement.
I did.
Like, you were waiting for my reaction, so I couldn't give it to you. I'm sorry.
So, yeah.
It's bad for a podcast.
No. Christy is just a very cutthroat kind of business lady. She is a Miranda Presley. She's very a posh designer who thinks that her art is like the greatest possible thing in the world.
Like the most exaggerated version.
Yeah, totally. Worse than Miranda Presley.
Like literally an exaggerated version of
Totally.
Yeah.
She is just willing to say anything. Her language was just foul. The way she speaks to her employees, over the phone, about other people. It's just, oh my goodness. But she knows that the Velvet Gang steal from her stores, and she deems them low-class urban bitches. that's a little bit of her foul language right there. The ladies use an orchestrated fight as a distraction to make off with their clothes, which is what they do a lot. They have these just kind of good plans that take multiple people and never really pop up again, where they'll fake freaking overdoses, fights, all kinds of crazy stuff. And they steal some clothes. Also, using this white woman named Stevie to keep them from being spotted, which is a key part of the plan, they say.
Of course.
Sade later invites Corvette to join her for a seminar led by self-help speaker Dr. Jack, inviting everyone to be some part of some type of pyramid scheme. What makes you think it was a pyramid scheme? It was like just the worst pyramid scheme. It's basically a pyramid scheme of friendship where you get people to buy into being your friends to then elevate yourself. I mean, I don't know if it's a pyramid scheme, really. It's definitely multi-level marketing, though.
Yeah, and like the people that they were showing on the on the pyramid that was like the pyramid that he's like showing to try to sell it to people, like all the names on it are like Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, and then like at the top was you, and he's like, you'll be this one down here, and then you get these people, and then you'll be up here.
Now, did you notice who that guy was in heavy makeup?
No.
And prosthetics?
No.
That was Don Cheadle.
What the fuck? Because I completely forgot. Because I remember seeing his name like multiple times for this movie, and then I forgot he was in it until this moment. What the hell?
I was gonna say that for Gio's Hidden Gems, but it's written right here, and we're gonna have to talk about it again. So it's Don Cheadle.
I had no idea.
It's the best.
That's so funny.
The ladies attempt to pull off another heist at a different store, but since they can't use Stevie this time, we get this scene of Mariah holding her breath and turning into a light-skinned woman, I guess. And it was just like, shot to not, it wasn't trying to be anything crazy. She just like ducked below the camera for a second, then came up with a much lighter skin tone, just trying to appear white to make this robbery go through. It was a funny scene.
Yeah.
It made me feel weird though, because the lady they casted to play like the other version of her she was wearing so much makeup and had her face so like pressed together. It was just like uncanny valley almost looking at her. You know?
Yeah, no, it was funny though.
It was funny. So yeah, that's she ends up causing a distraction so Corvette can break the window and steal some clothes off the mannequins. And all these scenes, by the way, if you don't know Boots Riley, it's just the most like I'm trying to think of like zany, absurd, over the top, like any of those words would probably work. But any scene, just the maximum of what could be happening. And what he always does is he has these normal conversations, and a lot of the times like important conversations for characters playing out as these funny visuals are going down. And so like in a lot of these robbery scenes, it's like a big, one time it's our main character Corvette dressed up in a bunch of like clothes just shoved inside her clothes, which makes her appear like really, really fat. There's just other things like that. It is so one of a kind, and there will be more unavoidable stuff where I won't have to describe it quite as much.
Yeah.
And by the way, all these stores that they're stealing from, they all have one color palette always.
That's
the main thing.
No, it's so sick.
Yeah,
it looks
it's
so
cool.
Fun.
It's so fun. We see Christy operating her business out of a tilted skyscraper in the San Francisco Bay Area. That pretty much sums up exactly what I'm talking about. Tilted skyscraper. So her floor is literally at a 45-degree angle. It's so good.
It's so funny.
Followed by her assistant, Jamie. Corvette decides to sneak in with an espresso cart, and after we get some good, physical comedy trying to walk up the floor with nylon socks on and all this stuff, Corvette can't get out, and Christy spots her, so Corvette gives a fake name, says she's CEO of the coffee company, and expresses her admiration for Christy's work. Though Christy is a little bit dismissive, they're honestly on pretty good terms.
Yeah.
The only thing Christy's dismissive about, and Corvette takes it very seriously, but she's like, that's not turquoise, that's aquamarine or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, yeah, but why is that was the one bad thing she said? Come on, this is the worst character ever. She was so nice. At least for her.
Yeah. Well, I mean, nice to her face when she didn't know who she actually was.
Exactly, yes. Because once she finds out, it's gonna get bad.
And, well, all of the stuff she was saying about their group on the news.
Oh, yeah. Very just bad.
Of just, big, in the stores, there were just, this big projections.
That's the weirdest thing ever.
I
know that guy. So, the guy that I thought pulled up, who's in that car, his roommate just pulled up and walked into the movie theater. How weird is that?
That's really strange.
That's what I'm saying. I'm getting some weird
You go say
hi? Probably not, because I'm not convinced it's Kyle. I've only seen him in one stamp, but if he walks back out and we're still out here, I guess I will. I guess I'll have to. That's so crazy, though. I'm going to tell Elliot, and he'll probably say that Kyle's here. That's so... Friend of the show, Elliot and Kyle. Hopefully they're not... Okay. They don't care to be named.
I was saying something.
Oh, really?
Yes.
My bad.
I was on about something. Yes, okay, I'm back to it. In the stores, they just had, huge projections on the walls, just of her on the news. Yeah. Just talking shit about the boosters. It was so funny.
Unavoidable, dude.
Just behind the racks, as they're stealing shit.
It's so good. Yeah. I love, the news was always in the perfect place at the perfect time for them to see it. It is so stupid. At one of the Metro Diner stores, two employees, Violetta and Mancian, too many names, these were also barely mentioned, are dismayed with how their paycheck is. They're under $50 paychecks each. It's terrible. They try to take it up with the store's manager, Grayson, but Grayson is an unbothered Will Poulter. So he's got his music blasting in there, which is Max Vibe or whatever he has it turned up to.
Yeah.
So he keeps shifting that machine back down to low vibe to talk to his employees and pretty much give them a dressing down of why their employee budget, their clothing budget is taken out of their paycheck.
Yeah, no, why their paychecks are only $40.
Yeah. It's great, yeah. And it's of course making these two girls wanna do something.
And to be clear, it's because they have to wear the clothes.
Yeah.
The clothes of the store as their uniform for the work. And the clothes are so fucking expensive that now they only get $40.
Yep. Again, it was that
which is funny.
It's good commentary because I feel like we've been there before, dude. Where it's oh my god, man, I have to spend $20. It's not that bad, but $25 on a black shirt here, where it's I'm going to work for you. You should provide this black shirt for me, man.
Right.
Come on, help me out. So, Will wants to provide an experience for their customers, a new experience. Corvette, Sade, and Mariah start working at the same Metro Designer store when we're about to rob it, but they get a job there instead, which is a lot better. And the color of the store, of course, changes monthly.
They get a job there in order to rob it.
Yep. Well,
to be clear.
At first, they were just distracting so they could rob it until they actually got the job. Because she didn't expect to get it. And when they actually did, their whole plan was just well... we might as well get fake names and work there now. It's awesome.
But every aspect in trying to get the job and getting the job, they were also actively trying or robbing it.
Yep. 100%.
Actively robbing or trying to rob it.
They don't stop.
That was the right way.
And we never see them selling it. There's one more scene of them selling it a bit later to a more impoverished community. But there was very little selling that they were doing during this time before they got their job.
Yeah.
It's a little odd. I wanted to see some of those. So I was kind of interested in that side of the business too, because it's like they brought that up a couple times. How it's like, hey, we can't just steal them. We have to sell them. And I'm like, oh yeah. But then you don't see them sell them. So it's just
Right. Yeah. I do wish we got to see them sell them.
Yeah.
But
would have been nice.
Oh well.
On the TV, there are usually featured people with stories about the community scene on the news involving a grieving mother and a young man from the hood. Corvette sees a dress in the store as well around here that happens to be one of her designs, and she knows that Christy stole it. And it's her dress from the beginning of the movie that she designed. It's like, oh no, it's in the store. Weirdly enough, though, they immediately after that they contradict how Christy would get that dress in the store, right? Because they say that she never actually sent the dress. So they're like, well, then how did she get it? and I don't think that was ever answered.
I also, unless we both missed that in like some, I
never got an answer to that, and that was very weird. But honestly, for what this movie was, they didn't answer a lot of shit. A lot of characters just know things and have things that they're not supposed to have.
And there were a lot of just like a little like throwaway laugh, like, this is what is happening, True. So we're gonna have this character say that.
I thought it was gonna be that.
And it would happen like very quick.
You know what? That assistant started getting more character. Christy's assistant. I thought maybe she was gonna be part of it in some way or another.
Yeah.
Like have. She was working with the Velvet Gang initially or something, and then they see her at the show, and it's like, oh God, what am I gonna name her? Jamie? Is that you, Jamie? And then they freak out about it and realize that's how Christy knows about the dress, because we worked with her back in the day. I thought that's what it was gonna be.
Yeah.
Anyways, wasn't that?
That's fair, dude. We are at like prime movie time.
Dude, stay in the conversation.
On a Friday night, there are so many fucking cars around us.
We are in prime movie time, actually.
It's stressing me out. I'm making eye contact with everyone.
I don't know why. I'm very unbothered. I'm in the middle of.
Eye contact with that
I'm in the middle of I Love Boosters right now, so I've got some better things to do.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to throw you off. Please continue.
No, you're good, dude. It is. As you were saying that, there were like 6 people walking around
dude,
at that time, literally.
So many, and I made eye contact with 3 of them.
It's brutal. So there's also a scene here while they're working at the place at Will Poulter's store, where you get the lunch break stuff, so they're just playing on having all of these daytime jobs, pretty much, where you get the 30
oh my gosh,
it's the 30-second lunch break this time, where they get down in a sprinter's position, again, as they're talking completely normal, too, they're just casually talking, and then just take off.
That got me. That got me. I'll be thinking about that on my 30-minute break tomorrow, on my 12-hour shift.
It's so, just relevant, man.
Yeah.
And we've all been there. The ladies then sit down for dinner, and Mariah tells Corvette about the pinky ring guy and a rumor she heard about regarding his sexual exploits. This is Lakeith Stanfield, and this is where we get a scene of a friend of Mariah's who hooked up with Lakeith Stanfield and received, I'm going to read it just like this says.
Oh, God.
Received oral sex so strong that he literally sucked her soul out.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a perfect way to put it, honestly, and pretty PG, as PG as you can make it. It's the creepiest scene ever, because it starts as just a very sensual sex scene, and then he starts going down on her, and it progresses into this horror scene of him just changing into this demon-like looking figure, and her just like slowly like getting, I think, more aroused. I'm not really sure, but like maybe just panicking, and then he like takes his mouth up, and it's like fangs spread across his face, almost like you rip the Joker's mouth open and stuck some fangs.
Yeah,
it's like terrifying. Like, in my nightmares.
It was just like a really like weird, scary bit, and he like also like turned into this like monster type, like they were like float, like it was
It was weird.
It was pretty wild. And she like completely like turned into like, it almost looked like like broken like glass. Like if she was like completely shut. Like it was just like a bunch of like little like squiggles that like made out like little like pieces like all 100%. Over her.
It reminded me of
became like completely like, dull.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
It reminded me of The Thing from the Fantastic Four movie.
Oh,
You know?
yeah.
A little bit for whatever.
That's fair.
That's what I was thinking of. So the ladies plan to hit as many Metro Designers stores as they can and steal as much of their inventory as they can. On the day that they're planning to rob their own store, though, Grayson calls a meeting, basically chewing out some people for having old lines, and somebody pulled up and stole all of the clothes. Like, it's a great... Will Poulter walks out, just sees every single yellow item gone. And it's just him and his yellow hair just freaking out.
Yeah, he's losing it.
It's a shame. So the ladies review the security footage, which they effortlessly stole and put on a US speed drive. Again, it's absurdity the whole way through, so I'm not that mad about it. And for where this goes, if I was mad about this... Yeah, imagine if I was mad about this. I mean, I would have been...
If you were picking up every little thing, this episode would, like, never end.
That is the truth, dude. So yeah, they review the security footage and see a woman using a device that sucked all the clothes inside like a vacuum. So the Velvet Gang need to figure out what the hell that thing is, use their detective skills to track this woman down. And this woman is named Janhu? Janhu?
Yeah.
Is it Janhu? It's Jainhu. I forgot how they said it in the movie. Could you look up that pronunciation for me real fast? Thank you. This woman named Blank for now. She pretty much goes on a backstory, and it's this cool little transition on her forehead where they do like this mini movie that they just zoom into before she gives her backstory. And basically she explains that her and her family worked in this warehouse that makes Christie's clothes, but many of the workers, the pink clothes by the way, many of the workers, including Blank's aunt and mother, all got very sick because the company made them sandblast denim jeans. The company also developed, so here we go. I'm going to pause there so you can find this. Oh, I just need a pronunciation.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Can you spell the name for me then?
Jainhu. My bad.
I'm sorry. One more time.
Jainhu.
Got it. Sorry, I couldn't find it.
I had to pause because this is where the movie takes a massive turn, I think. Or, well, it kind of already took a turn when you saw this girl sucking all these clothes out supernaturally out of it, with a little bag or whatever.
Right. I mean, it kind of took a turn when...
The devil. Yeah.
It's kind of been taking a turn.
Yeah, definitely.
But it keeps turning.
Soul-sucking, clothes-sucking... What the hell else is going to keep happening? It's just Janhu.
Yeah.
See, I was saying Jan... No, would that be... Yeah, it would be Janhu. I said it right. Janhu. Right? Yeah. So yeah, this is Janhu. Try and remember that. The company also... This is where it gets crazy, because Janhu gave the whole backstory on her family and everything, but also, in this backstory, she found out the company just so happens to be developing a teleportation device to cut back on shipping costs. Which is just... Some more commentary there, probably. And Janhu wants now to take the clothes back in order to get better working conditions for the factory workers. Use it as leverage. Yeah. With help from her cousin, she stole the device, the teleportation device, and then teleported to the United States. So Janhu joins the... Did I say Janhu or Janhu? Janhu, right?
Yeah.
Janhu joins the Velvet Gang in their efforts against Christie. And this is pretty much, they get like the most overpowered... It's like you're doing like street crime with your buddies, and then like you just get Spider-Man to come work with you. Because this girl, she just has the greatest stealing device you've ever seen. I mean, it takes the clothes and immediately puts them elsewhere. It's just easy. It's a teleportation. Effortless.
Yeah.
So during one of their heists, we learned that this is not just a teleportation device, though. Corvette accidentally hits a setting other than teleportation, causing material in the clothes to mutate into something else. They are found by Violetta, who was the girl who was angry about her paycheck, and Violetta wants to help for workers' rights, so kind of the same thing as Janhu. And
yeah, but for like the employees of the store rather than like the factory workers. Yes. So they're both on like the side of different.
They both hate corporate America. They're both in different positions, though.
Yes.
Very different positions. So yeah, they're not interested though, the group, in helping workers' rights yet. Violetta though observes the device that the ladies have, and she knows everything about it. This is another thing that is not answered at any point. I thought this was going to somehow come back, but that's fine. Violetta observes the device, and it's pretty much just like, it's a situational accelerator. Though it also has a deconstruction setting.
It's so funny. This entire, like, whatever 5-10 minutes she's on, she's just spewing information about how it works, and then something will happen, and she's like, I guess and then it's blah, 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 and it's like, I guess.
They just keep putting chyrons up with the Boots Riley font up and just, like, telling us all the things, like, just knocking it up. It's like, it's almost like a video game scene, like, you're gaining a new item.
Yes, yeah.
But it's, so yeah, basically, if you want to understand how it works, it's an accelerator, it's a situational accelerator or a deconstructor. And then the teleporter in the middle, right? But ignore the teleporter for now. So the accelerator will move the situation forward, right? So, like, if you're gonna do a tree, it's gonna kill the tree. The decelerator would make the tree into a tiny little plant. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense? That's a good enough analogy. Everybody with me?
Yeah, it unfortunately gets, like, a little bit, like, more complicated to that, where you're like, okay, yeah, I guess I'm following. Please don't go too much farther into that, or I'm not.
It was crazy.
Gonna get it.
I was honestly, because I didn't get it in the explanation.
But that's like the most like simple version. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's how they should. Yeah. It was the visuals, which was the easiest way to understand what was playing out. So it was almost like, don't explain it at that point as much as you did, because oh my god, like, you're making my brain hurt.
But the way they were saying it was like, this does make sense. Like they had to explain it a little more of like, this is how it would work in every scenario.
I feel like that's so ironic, considering they don't explain so many things in this movie. They're just like, especially to what we get to later with the skin stuff, like it's just, they just don't really explain, like they're willing to go so in depth on that technology, why it's there. Like, oh my god. Yeah. But yeah, so there's this great big moments of comedy with this accelerator. They tested out on some of Christie's clothes. The effects even cause a cut on Yeonhu's hand to disappear, and it causes, they don't have this in here, but what's her name? Mariah, I think? I forget I think it's Mariah. One of Corvette's friends gets deconstructed, and the deconstructing goes back to her parents conceiving her, which doesn't make sense for how the deconstructor works after this, but I don't want to think about
and it seemed like there could be some like complicated issues that arise from
the moral standpoint of this, right? Is that what you're thinking?
Right, along with like just like the butterfly effect like type things that could be affected, like I don't know. I was like, oh no, reality. this could get messy.
Yeah, but I mean,
but it didn't.
No, changing reality is just kind of chill in this universe.
Yeah, it turned out fun, which I'm glad.
It's just a bunch of zany fun.
Yeah, no, that would have been too much for me.
Yeah, exactly. I agreed. The effects also cause Yeonhu's hand the cut on Yeonhu's hand to disappear. The Velvet Gang plans to steal $100,000 suits that Christy talked about on a phone call earlier. Where Violetta has organized protesters. So it's this big old runway event. So they managed to sneak in with the help from Pinky Ring Guy, Lakeith Stanfield, if we're forgetting. I could just call him Soul Sucking Guy at this point. That'd probably be better. He is modeling in the show. The ladies come up on the gathering of individuals who are where they find the suits. They find Dr. Jack and a lot of like crazy people, apparently. Jason Ritter, Jermaine Fowler, Kara Young, people of note, apparently, because they're listed here. Yeah. And these people, they get pressed about the suits they're wearing. The suits look very basic. They're just black and white, normal-looking suits. But then once they have to take those suits off, they reveal that the skin is actually the suit. So they take their skin off. And we go into this stop-motion animation, like, just basically the muscular structure below your skin of these people just standing around, but they're super chill about it, and they start talking about how they like sold their skin essentially, and now they're like wearing different skins, and they make jokes. One lady makes a joke about being Candace Owens. Like, it's like, what the? It's
Yeah. No, it was. I thought it was funny. I liked it. I don't know. I don't know if this is weird, but like I liked how they decided to do it, of how they looked.
They weren't too scary.
Like I thought they looked really cool.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I thought. Yeah. I don't know. I like when a movie takes a turn.
Again, it was that thing
another turn
where it's
continuing
just
to turn.
The craziest shit is going down, but the people are talking so casually.
Again, it's so funny.
It's just the dialogue is amazing.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Yeah. They're paid to have their skin removed and replaced with ones that Chris used for propaganda ads, so it's hopefully not a commentary on the fashion industry. Jesus Christ. I mean, I'm sure it is in some capacity, but hopefully it's not on the nose. That's right. A dark one. Corvette wants to deconstruct them, but Sade wants to use them for money to pay for her kids' futures. I didn't even really hear that. Sade has a kid?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I know she has a kid.
That was, the thing, through it all, that's what she needs the money for. That's why she's so
I just didn't hear that line of dialogue
money-driven.
There. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Because I forgot about that by the end, honestly.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. The gang splits up. And
good ass snap. Sorry.
Well, it's gonna be right on the microphone too. The gang splits up and they're all pursued by the police. But there's also another chase going down, over in Asia somewhere. Is it China, Japan? Where were they from? I don't even remember. I think it was China.
I'm not sure.
Pretty sure it's China. Somewhere in Asia.
Yeah.
That's why, just widen the scope a little bit. And so it's this dual kind of chase going on where Corvette keeps hopping into and out of the teleporter.
Sick.
They keep constructing and deconstructing stuff where they'll have a futuristic police car and everything.
And I love the brother because he has the other side of the teleporter that she's jumping through through each timeline sort of I don't know, getting chased through both. And immediately he's like, okay, yeah, come with me.
Exactly. Nobody in this universe cares about crazy shit that he's just so okay, yep, start running.
He's like, yeah, let's go.
So good, man. I love it. It's they play it straight so hard all the time. I love it.
Yeah.
The style is so fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the big old chase, they drive through a mall and stuff, and they go up the escalator in the car, which is great. It is China, by the way. I found China and San Francisco is where they're jumping from. Eventually, the ladies reconvene at the fashion show, which was so weird, back to where they started.
Yeah.
Which is just comical. And Mariah tells Corvette that Yanhu found a warehouse full of Chrissy's clothes and deconstructed them, which is pretty good final move, but not enough of one because they have another final move on the entire fashion show and Chinese factory they're going to do by deconstructing the model's clothes first.
Yeah.
Which is unnecessary. Come on. These models, they're catching strays.
I know, the poor models.
What the heck is that?
Fuck.
But then I lost my place. It's the first time I lost my place this whole time. But then they do this basically. Think of it as a strike gun that the deconstructor turns.
This is where it gets a little more complicated.
Well, you just gotta think it through.
Sure.
You just gotta think it through a little bit. Yep. You basically take the teleport. It's funny how they wrote this scene because it's almost like they just made the teleporter after they realized they didn't do this with this scene. But you take the teleporter, okay? That's gonna be what gets you between realities. We'll start there. In San Francisco, you're going to take the accelerator and just go crazy on these groups of people.
Yep.
You're going to take the decelerator, go crazy on the model, or the people who are more bought in, I guess. I don't even know if they did that, but that's what you should be doing. I don't even think they went that far. And then you do the same thing over in China, right?
Uh-huh.
And then you send that beam, almost like a light coming off a mirror, through the portal back to the other side. San Francisco, and then back to China, I guess, at some point, because they essentially they multiplied their hype, and they turned into it turned into the greatest strike ever. They all had signs.
Yeah.
I guess that was really it. That was all that accelerating.
They all had signs, and they had the attitude of people who hate their boss.
They're lucky it didn't just turn into a freaking massive... Dude, they might have just... It could have turned into them just having guns.
Not hate their boss, but hate everything that was happening to them and all the terrible things.
It literally could have just... Because if you keep accelerating a strike, we know what happens. We know know, if you keep freaking heating up that coffee pot, you're like, that thing is gonna boil, man. Like, but that didn't happen.
Right.
Basically, everything is chill. Because it all goes back and forth, and Violet salutes Corvette from the crowd. There also is this kind of, it's a little bit shoehorned in, I thought, the disconnect between Corvette and her friend. What was her name? Sade, was it?
Yeah.
Was Sade the one? Corvette and Sade, because I feel like there were just like 2 conversations in like the last 40 minutes where Corvette was like a little dismissive of Sade, and then Sade called her out on it, and then Corvette was like apologized, and that all happened all within like the last act, and that was a little bit. It felt to me like they needed an emotional moment and just kind of pulled it out.
But I liked it.
It was
like, aw, that's a good friendship.
It was nice. It was just like how much more that could have been if it was actually there the whole time, you know? Maybe on a rewatch I would see it more so, but just like there were never like you really wanted to see some leadership issues, you know, some clashing within like, no, I want to do this, no, I want to do this, and we didn't get that. I mean, we didn't get that at all, really.
No. We did not.
Just a few dismissive comments back and forth.
Yeah.
I don't know. Afterwards, major strikes are taken against Christie's company in factory conditions. Sandblasting is no longer used. Christie has to submit workers' demands for fair hours and pay. Yanhu has returned to China, and here's another great thing about the reconstructor or whatever the heck, or deconstructor. I don't know. I guess it would be reconstructing. But if you use... No, deconstructing. If you use the deconstructor to deconstruct you to before... No. If you use the deconstructor to deconstruct something else that you worked on, you are now gonna... Your body is going to heal on that timeline, essentially. Does that make any sense?
No, that, like, your body is gonna go back to that? Like, I don't understand.
But not aging-wise, just injury-wise.
Just...
Cancer gone.
Yes.
Cuts gone.
I was wondering if anyone was gonna come back alive from the dead, like the people that died.
That would have been smart, yeah, because that would have made sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they all would have why was that not under that logic, everybody would have came back. Dude, it's like, they could have done more zany shit, just out of this world stuff. Zany is the word to use for this movie. I just want to keep using that word over.
You used it a lot.
That is the only word. Like,
zany.
Like, what, is that not the...
It's perfect.
That just captures this movie. The skin suit guys have also revealed themselves to the public, which is a nice little moment, talking about their mistreatment. Corvette, Sade, and Mariah have opened a community center to sell clothes in. Corvette is visited one last time by the pinky ring guy, who admits that he is a soul-sucking demon. Yeah, he's like a literal demon, by the way. I don't know if we really got into that. But he thinks he has a true connection with Corvette, and Corvette can turn him into a human. But he's like, nah. She's like, nah, I can't have somebody who can't go down on me. and denies him, which is great. Corvette declines, and she sees the giant trash ball once again, only to shrink as it rolls closer to her. Once she picks it up, basically she's got her shit together. She realizes she's gained more confidence and assurance in her life.
Yeah. And
they all live happily ever after.
That they do. It's beautiful.
That's it, dude.
All right. Favorite scene?
Right into it. Favorite scene.
Sorry. Do we not usually?
No. Sorry. I guess I was.
Oh, fuck.
What have you done?
I broke your tape.
No, it's not for anything. It was trying to hold up a thing a while ago, and now that thing's no longer holding up anymore, so it's chill.
I'll put it back.
I think my favorite scene is probably going to be... Oh, man. There were a lot of good scenes, but, like, for me, there weren't great scenes that stood out. A lot of scenes of, like, good comedy, and that's probably where I will sit. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the scene of it's kind of it's the same scene. It's Will Poulter. I guess there is a slight setting change, but it's when he comes out and sees all the clothes being gone, and that little bit before in the closet where he's like dressing them down, no pun intended, for their clothes. It's just so funny to see that play out, because it's the first time when the movie goes complete absurdity on me, you know. And totally. I loved it.
Yeah, no. My favorite scene, I think I found it so funny. It's when Corvette. Yes, Corvette is in Demi Moore's apartment. Christy?
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know that. They did not say the character names.
Oh, I would agree.
Other than Corvette, very often.
They hit on Christy a lot.
And Christy. I'm sorry. That's my bad.
But everybody else...
Yeah, no. And I am talking about the two characters that names were talked about the most. But whatever. When Corvette was in Christy's apartment, and she's trying to, like, get out, and she's just, like, falling down because her whole apartment is, like, on a slant. And then that, like, whole bit of dialogue after I thought was, like, good, and it was funny, and it was also just, like a good, like, I liked the dynamic between them.
True.
I thought was interesting when it's, like, she didn't see her as, saw her, like, kind of as, like, a peer, I thought was funny, and I thought, like, both of their acting in that scene was just they did a good job of their
I wish we would have got to see them on screen more together.
Yeah.
They only had one more scene together, which we didn't actually mention at the end. It's when Demi Moore kind of pretty much just doubles down on all of her stuff at the end, doesn't learn anything.
Their chemistry on screen was really good together,
it was,
yeah.
I thought it was good. Luckily, the whole group of girls was good, too.
Yeah. Least favorite?
Least favorite
or worst
scene.
Did I say best or favorite?
Favorite, I think.
Okay. Least favorite.
Least favorite scene.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to get more consistent with that.
Smart.
It'll come, but currently my phone is dead, so I'm just doing it like
off memory. Impressive.
Off the head.
My least favorite scene, I'm probably gonna go, I'm almost picking, like, it's like because that first part of the car chase, I didn't like at all. You know? Like, I really did not enjoy seeing another car pull in, freaking out.
No, they're pulling in directly in front of us.
I did not enjoy just the BS that was happening where, like, oh no, now the reconstructor can't do this, so we have to do something different instead. And it was just going on for a long time.
Right.
And the only cool part was the stop animation, but they didn't keep me on it for long enough, I think that was stop animation, I'm pretty sure it was. With the like muscle dudes.
Yeah.
Because it was just, that was the funniest part. I wanted to keep hanging out with that group. Whenever we cut to them, it was so good. But then we had the cop chase also involved. So it's just like, I don't need a car chase. I don't need to go through a mall. I want to stay with those guys. And it wasn't that bad of a scene. I think consistently in this movie, like, the scenes were, like, good. Like, I don't think there were great scenes. I don't think there were bad scenes in this film.
Yeah, I would agree. That's why I feel like I'm having that's why I always feel like it's hard for me to pick a least favorite scene, because I don't tend to remember those scenes unless they're, like, really bad. Yeah. If they're all, like, kind of average,
It's gotta stick out as bad, yeah.
It's hard for me to remember. I would say I don't know, what happened in the beginning?
At the club.
No, that stuff was all funny. It's hard because I don't remember. You had any second choices that? Yeah. I'm sorry, this is my
second choice, but I already brought it up a bit. It was just I think you liked this one. It was the try to appear as a white woman scene. Like, it just was funny, but it was, again, I got the uncanny valley feeling, and it just went on for a little too long, I think, maybe.
That's so fair.
I don't know, but that was the one that was floating around in my mind otherwise.
Yeah, no, I'll go with that scene, because it was, I don't know, I would say I liked pretty much all of the scenes in it.
Wow, that's good.
Like, just liked.
Yeah,
like, I didn't love any scene, I didn't think they were great, like, I enjoyed pretty much every scene.
They're one of a kind, too, like, you don't want to pick
out. But
that
one wasn't great, and it was a little, she looked a little, like, strange, and
I've got any of the scenes with the assistant, because she didn't mean anything. With Chrissy's assistant.
That's good, yeah.
Maybe that highlighted Chrissy's character.
That's the thing, I completely fucking forgot about the assistant.
Me too, yeah.
So, it's hard for me to remember.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
This is definitely the Backrooms movie doing this, by the way. I just remember it's opening night yesterday.
Oh, I'm going to see it on Monday.
I'll see it at some point, probably this weekend. I'm excited for it. Should we do an episode?
No.
An at-home episode? Because we're both going to see it separate?
If you want to.
Could run it up. We'll see what the listeners think.
If you don't see
it, if you want to see us.
If you don't see it by Monday, you can come with me and my coworkers if you want.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'd be down to talk about it.
Yeah. If you want to come with all of us, Monday is the day.
Okay,
maybe to come, at least we'll do a little in there.
100%.
Maybe if we go with everyone, we can get a little opinion from the crew.
I like a nice little ad right here.
Yeah.
For next episode.
Yeah. Well, I realized I was talking about something unrelated, so I was like, well, let's slide in a. I'm trying to get in like your podcast brain.
It's the segues, dude.
All right. Favorite character. Can I start?
Yeah.
Because I feel like you typically start because I ask the questions.
Yep.
And I just want to take it off the bat.
Do it.
As Corvette, as my favorite character.
Nice.
I thought she was great. I thought, like, we got to see, like, a little bit of, like, her depth to say, like, a little, like, in the conversation, like, with her friend, with the mom friend. What's her name? Sade, yes. We got, like, a little bit of, like, emotional, like, bit from that, as well as she, just, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm biased because it's just, like, Keke Palmer. Like, she is so incredible and just, like, did such a good job. But, yeah, I felt like it was, like, just, like, a very, like, relatable, like, main character that you, despite being someone who's, like, job is to steal, which, no hate, there's no hate to boosters, of course, no, that's not an issue, but it's, like, still, with that's not a likable career. She was just, like, a very likable and relatable character, and not a way of, like, you're doing such bad things, and we still like you because you're Keke Palmer, but, like, in a way of, like, you actually genuinely, like, felt like, yeah, like, she's cool. She's someone I could hang out with. Like, you understood the reason for everything that she was doing.
Yeah.
Did that make sense?
100%.
Was I going on too much?
No.
Okay, your turn.
Sorry. No, that's good. Just
take over,
scary.
please.
I'll put it on an honorable mention for Yeonwoo, because I was honestly impressed. She showed up halfway through the movie and got a lot of character. Yeah,
we got a whole little, like, fun backstory for her. That was cool.
I thought that was dope, and she was like...
Not a fun backstory. No. It's a very serious, sad backstory, but it was fun in the way that, like, we got a backstory for a character in the middle of a movie.
And again, all this serious, sad stuff was happening in a factory with people dressed in all pink, where, like, still all this crazy stuff going around. So it's commitment to the style, even when he's trying to bring a darker side to it, which is super nice. But yeah, I think, and just by the end of it, she was a really likable character. But I'll take Demi Moore off the board. Christy Smith, was that her last name? Christy Smith. She, like, did what she was supposed to do. I don't think the side characters in this movie stuck out enough to me for me to pick any of them, and her character was just so consistently hateable, and every time that I thought, like, and it only happened a couple times, I guess, but when I thought she would flip or have some sort of reverence for what's actually going on, she just had the commitment to still being a bitch. Yeah. And just continues to do it even when the movie's done. Yeah. You know, she's walking away. So it's just... I like that commitment to her character. I thought her performance was good, and the dialogue was just so funny, dude.
Least favorite?
Least favorite character? You on?
I'm gonna go with the assistant, because I forgot she existed, and I think she, like you said, she could have had a point, and she absolutely didn't.
Well, dude, she had the most profound line of the movie. She literally said this line about, it was... people don't want to be the art, they want to be the artist. And she said that to frickin' Demi Moore, to Christy, about the models, which is like, like, wow!
Right, like, we could have, like, it makes me, because it's like the only reason she's my least favorite is because she, like, had that potential there. And then she, like, didn't have it and didn't have, like, any screen time, like, whatsoever.
No, 100%. Dude, do you think that she was set up to leak the dress information? Because that almost makes me think...
like something was cut or something like that?
Yeah, that almost makes me think something was cut.
Yeah,
because that, like, shows her love for the... so that would make sense why she would want...
so off.
Yeah.
Because I liked her as a character, but it's just, like... then she, like, wasn't there, and it's like, well... I feel like she was being set up for something, and then she just was thrown away and wasn't used.
Like, imagine that arc, where she stole Keke Palmer's dress when she's a dressed again, no, geez, so many dress puns. but she has that, like, she basically says, yeah, some people want to be artists, and not everybody has the opportunity to. You have to trailblaze your way to be an artist. You have to take your opportunities, like something like that. The stuff that she learned from Christy, bring it in there. Like, I would have add something.
Yeah.
God, I would have liked it to tie more of the story together, but at least just give her some character.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna go with Lakeith Stanfield. Sadly.
Damn.
Just like do more. Like, it's the same reason as you. Wasted character. He was pretty much there to represent like the sexual allure of men in that movie, and that was it.
Right.
Nothing else and then she said nope the whole movie, which was good, I guess, that she didn't get with him in the end, but you saw that coming, right? She wasn't gonna go. It was never said, like, they never made you think that she was gonna. Her and Lakeith Stanfield were gonna get together.
Yeah, no, he was very much. I don't know.
You like him because he's attractive, dude. That's like, but I like him because he's attractive too.
No, I like him because he's just like, I don't know. It was just
You're cracking up at him.
No. I was first of all, and second of all, I think he was. I just like that it was such like a female-dominated movie where we had like a man acting as like a plot device versus the opposite, and that's not a valid reason because neither way should be happening. But it's just like I feel like I always see the opposite.
No, that's true.
And for that to be happening, like how many times would I be able to say that about like a movie like with a female like as
exactly. Hundreds of thousands of times.
So my mind goes, I like it, but it's like, no, we shouldn't do that on either side, obviously.
All said.
But that's why, that's my hesitation there, and why I couldn't say it.
That makes sense. I didn't even think of that.
Because I'm like, yes, finally.
Yeah, I thought there were a lot of people in this movie that just should have had more to them.
Yeah, for sure.
Will Poulter, wanted more scenes with him.
Yeah.
I don't know. More explanations about why that freaking stoner girl working at the designer shop knows everything about a teleporter that the government doesn't even know about.
Right. But I think like that wasn't it. Like there was no way to explain all of that.
Dude. You sit me and you down.
The thing
we will find. But it's not the point.
If they want to like do it and like explain it, they have to just throw someone in there and say you're just gonna know it.
Well, make it a character that makes sense. Make it, homie from China comes through the teleporter. Well, like
I like believe her.
Have homie from China come through the teleporter and give us all the
You mean like story wise?
Yeah.
I just mean like I like she seems like someone that like knows shit.
Yeah, she knows about undisclosed technologies.
Yeah.
That's the type of movie this is.
Like just the vibes of her character.
Yeah. Guess so.
But no, you're completely right, to be clear.
Well.
Okay, positive quality?
Positive quality, should I take the easiest one off the board?
What is it?
Costumes.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this movie was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Every single scene was a costume change. I don't know if you noticed that, but for every character, every scene was a costume change.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, it was nuts.
Incredible.
And they were just, the commitment to the pastel color, just the super bright and just yellows and greens. And, dude, I did like, though, halfway through the movie when Corvette pulled out that brown outfit, although I knew something bad was going to happen. It was so good.
Yeah,
That's
no.
fine.
I think like $15 million of their $20 million budget was just costumes.
Oh, 100%. Because all the costumes they had to make for the changing ones, too. Yeah, no, it's so true.
Yeah, no. Insane. And also, like, that whole, like, montage that they had when, like, after they got, together with, what's her name? With the teleporter.
Yanhu?
Yeah. Like, when they started and they, started doing all of the outfits, were just, like, incredible.
Yes.
Like, eventually, like, they're just, like, all, like, covered in, like, flowers. Like, it's just, like, insane and beautiful.
That was so true, yeah. Because those were, the costumes were just getting crazier and crazier.
I
think to represent the level of the robberies. I wasn't sure what that was trying to...
I don't know. I thought it was sick.
Yeah. That was definitely mine.
I would say... I would say mine would just be the comedy. And there were so many, like, little pieces of just, like, the, like, bit comedy, like, how they kept, like, every, like, little, like, new character that would show up would, like, bring up, like, the pyramid scheme paper, like, in the middle of this. And it would get me every single time.
That's a good one,
Like, it was so funny and just, like, so consistent of trying to, like, sell Corvette on this pyramid scheme.
Everywhere, dude. That is so true.
Yeah. It was just, like, so many little pieces of that, which is, like, it was, first of all, like, so, like, absurd and funny and also, like, relevant. It was just, like, yeah, I thought the comedy was one of the best. The costumes and the comedies.
Totally.
The two C's.
The two C's.
Yeah.
The 3 P's of stealing or whatever she said. Or no, sorry, the 3 F's, not the 2 P's.
Yeah.
3 F's. I just thought of something.
Yeah.
So, I think that very last, the last shot of the movie, which is that ball of stuff getting smaller and smaller and then her picking up, I think it is saying that Corvette's problems are not as big as she thought they were. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That just hit me as you were talking about that for whatever reason. I was kind of making a joke at the end last time.
I think it's one of those that are definitely, like, up for interpretation, but that's a strong one for sure. That makes a lot of sense.
100%, dude. I mean, that was the one kind of, I like, if that wasn't there, I would have liked the movie a lot less, to be completely honest. Because it was a little enigma that popped up, and it just, like, the payoff to that at the end, a visual example of her getting her shit together. Like that, I like that.
Well, like, that's one of the things of, like, despite the characters, there was, like, a lot of that, like, consistency, like, throughout, with the comedy, with little things like that were just, like, with the costumes specifically. Like, there were, I think the characters were where it really fell through, but that was where, like, really, there was so much.
Dude.
It just, like, kept coming back, and nothing ever, like, fell, and it's like, well, fuck, I wish they didn't forget about, like, that thing, or just leave that loose end, other than the problems with the characters, I think.
Yes.
For me.
Yeah. Are you saying that you like the loose ends?
No. Like, I like how... Sorry, maybe loose ends was the wrong way to say it, because we were talking about loose ends in the way of, like, the ending of the movie, of, like, leaving it, like,
I think you're talking, but setups with no payoff, or just, like,
yeah. Like, through the comedy, through little things like that, like, through, like, the costume, like, it was just, like, it stayed consistent. Like... That's
a good point,
like, nothing ever, like, felt like, oh, well, that didn't have, like, intention behind it, you know what I mean? And like, it stayed true through the entire thing, like, what they were trying to do.
If you go and answer one thing, then you break that type of consistency, right? So, that is, that's something you got me thinking over here.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
But I think the characters, and to move on to negative quality, I'll steal this right off the bat, is just, like, the I don't know what it is, like, the lack of character development and, like, the side characters was sort of it, and just sort of, like, dropping a lot of them that I felt like could be used or could have had, like, some sort of payoff that didn't.
Definitely.
Negative quality for you?
I honestly, like, didn't hate a lot. A lot. Like, I guess... Man, I mean, it's honestly, I feel like you right now, because this is super hard to think of a negative. I know that there is something that stood out to me in this movie. It's probably just narrative-wise, though, more so. I guess my negative quality is going to be the concept. And I almost want to add an asterisk to that because that's half the concept. I don't like where this went with the whole teleporting stuff. I just don't feel that this movie... I felt the escalation of crazy shit going on like that, but that level of it, especially where it felt like we just, like, ramped it up to 100, it was just, like, too much for me. So that's the concept is really what I'm going to say.
That's fair, because I think, like, the concept, like, at its surface... Yeah. Like, if you told it, like, I wouldn't like it. But the way they executed it, I ended up really enjoying it.
Well, I feel like the base story is enough, you know? Without and then you have to figure out how to loop in the whole China aspect to it without teleportation.
I feel like that's going to be, like, a lot of the problems that people have with it is the story in general.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I like those, like, crazy, absurd things.
Dude, for somebody who normally doesn't like shit like this, that just feels like it has no reason for a lot of it, I loved this.
I truly, walking out, I was like, I didn't, well, watching it even, I was like, I don't know how you're gonna go on this, because it could really be either way.
It's surprising, because I'm a guy who, I love closed ends.
Yeah.
Like, that's one of the, I'm a big setup and a payoff. If you're gonna put something in there, there needs to be a reason for it, because I think that's one of the beauty, I think that's a beauty about the art form that is never the case in life. There's never just a reason for everything in life. Things just happen for no reason. But in movies, there can be, and I think that's awesome. You know? But this movie didn't need it. It was so committed to going absurd all the time that it didn't need to, like, loop me back into some sort of established reality and stay consistent with that. It didn't need to keep its internal logic the same the whole way through, you know?
So it's proof. Whenever we like come to this disagreement where I'm like, well, this just like happened. You can't just like be mad about everything. You have to be like, well, they just didn't do it well enough because I have liked it before. Because this is proof of it. We've probably had many a conversation like that.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, well, it can be left open. Like things happen for unexplained. Like, but there's so many.
But I know that. I love Mamma Mia, for
sure.
example. You know, and I think that's one movie that has so many problems with it. Like, I made a video on it and just poked at the very end, just threw out like 7 or 8 kind of narrative and just like character motivations not lining up and things that just do not make sense. But the movie captured me and brought me in and committed to that over the top style, so it was just fine.
Yes.
But I think it's where movies that try to strike it down the middle are really hard for me. Because I almost feel like you have to go one way or another. Because if you're, like we just established, if he starts answering some of those questions, you know, and then we don't get answers to other things, now we've got a problem. You know, there's an imbalance.
Totally. Yeah. No, and not to say, I know you believe that. I was just saying, like, this is the first movie we discussed on the podcast.
I want to make sure the audience
that, like, calls back. Yeah. Good for you to clarify, but I'm also going to clarify.
100%.
That I know you think that in other movies, but that's just a clear example that anytime we talked about that on the podcast, it just wasn't done right for you.
It's the truth, dude.
Yeah. And you can enjoy it.
I can. I 100% can.
Yeah. Sorry, that sounds mean.
No. You're good. I mean, I didn't feel patronized at all.
Okay. Moving on, next we have your segment, which is...
Welcome to Gio's Hidden Gems, baby. Your most expensive movie factoids. First off, we have Taylor Page and Keke Palmer had a pre-existing relationship that predated Page's acting career. Palmer actually used to frequent the restaurant where Page worked at as a waitress, and Page would ask her for advice on breaking into acting. How cool is that?
That's so sick.
Director Bruce Riley's approach to the film's visuals was guided by the word... I used the wrong word.
What?
It's not zany. Janky.
Janky.
Janky is the word.
Yeah, that's much better.
He explicitly did not want polished, perfect visual effects, preferring in-camera, tangible solutions over digital polish. Very obvious, but still looks great, because it's so much practical, and we all love practical.
Yes.
Director Bruce Riley, he was inspired by stop-motion animation of Ray Harryhausen, the legendary animator behind films such as Clash of the Titans, when designing the film's animated sequence. So that's with the stop-motion with their stop-motion style, so it wasn't actual stop-motion. I guess I should have thought, but the lower frame rate, it looks like of those, honestly, they look like Titans from Attack on Titan. Demi Moore used her star power directly to intervene in the production schedule. Listen to this. When a scene required building a set earlier than planned at a significant extra cost, Moore changed her own schedule rather than let the production absorb the expense, telling director, "No, I'm changing the schedule. We need to make this work." How awesome is that, dude?
I love that.
She's killing it, man. She's having a renaissance right now.
She is.
Panavision custom-built hybrid lenses for the production, combining new lenses with old ones, specifically to allow more light in while preserving a softer focus and color-enhancing qualities of vintage glass. So when images are extra sharp, Bruce Riley said that when images are extra sharp in digital, the color starts looking less important. Wow. Softer color. That's very interesting.
Yeah.
There's definitely, they would do this shot of Lakeith Stanfield that was like really soft focus and was like the wah 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 shot. It was just that is definitely speaks to that. Don Cheadle's collaboration with Boots Riley was 20 years in the making. Cheadle wanted to go unrecognizable, saying that he wanted to have fun with this and do something where I'm unrecognizable.
Didn't recognize him.
He was sure unrecognizable. Boots Riley
and I know Don Cheadle, like, I know what he looks like pretty well.
He's a specific looking dude.
Yeah.
So, like, his prosthetics were impressive. You can see it in the eyes, though. I knew it, and it's like, you go look at a picture of him, you'll see it.
Yeah.
It's not like a Colin Farrell transformation or something. Director Boots Riley's central camera strategy was to stay an extreme close-up on the lead actor's face throughout the film, using Keke Palmer's facial expressions as the film's primary emotional instrument, rather than relying on actors to project outward.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of close-ups, center frame.
Mm-hmm.
Controlling the frame. Christie Swift's headquarters is a parody of the Millennium Tower, a real San Francisco skyscraper that is tilted 71 centimeters since it was built. Yep.
What?
The film is Neon's most expensive production yet, Mara. By the way, because Neon traditionally does a lot of, yes, you could call them indie films, right? Not independent, but indie films. The stop-motion action chase sequence in the film's final act required 2 separate sets of miniatures. There is stop-motion! 2 separate sets of miniatures to be constructed at different scales. The cityscapes and streets were built on 12 scale for the car chase. Did you see when it would switch? Because it would switch to animate what looked like animation at points. That was stop motion when it did. Models.
Oh.
So that's why they could get them running across the tops of the car like that. That's so cool.
That's so sick.
Wow. Closer character interactions required puppet form figures built at 1/6 scale. So a bunch of 1/6 of those guys were running around. There was also, if you couldn't tell, an anti-green screen mandate, expanding on the desire for janky. He strict rule against using green screens. They go for even for driving sequences. I don't know if you noticed, but it was obvious because I read it. They used old school rear projection instead of the green screen route, which is
sick.
so dope.
I love that.
But that is the end of Gio's Hidden Gems. I no longer have anything to say here. My thing was to remember, I realized I stole it. So I can't say the ending anymore. I gotta figure out a new one.
You stole something they said one time.
Yeah, but they just don't say it anymore. They definitely, if it's in my mind, they must have said it more than once on there, dude. I said they could have said it once.
Oh my god.
But it's in the back.
I think you could get away with it.
All currencies are available.
Yeah, like that's no one would know.
Hopefully not.
Except you talk about their podcast all the time,
I
so
do.
probably. Anyway, now we are moving on to the Critic Reviews.
Critics Reviews. Into the good ones for Peter Travers first. Our boy from the Travers Tag.
Of course.
It's Keke Palmer versus Demi Moore in a fashion smackdown from radically funny director Boots Riley, who steals laughs from places you'd never thought you'd find them. Damn, Peter. Mm-hmm. Not many words says a lot right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's 100% fact. Keke Palmer and Demi Moore, again, great having them juxtapose to each other, but have them share more screen time.
Yes.
Adam Graham, Detroit News. I Love Boosters is proof that creativity is alive and well, if you know where to look for it. That's a B from Adam Graham.
So true.
Yeah, I mean,
I agree.
Creativity oozing off the screen, dude.
Yeah.
The amount of stuff. One little thing to mention, like the level of creativity. They had like this planning scene where it went like what I think of as Guy Ritchie style, but they start getting like these segmented parts of the screen where borders start flying across and stuff. And they have this moment where, oh, that's my face right there.
Sorry, Sierra was calling.
Should we answer the call on the pod? Hi, Sierra.
Hi. Yeah.
You want to hear the exciting news?
Yeah, what's the exciting news?
I'm being trained to surf next Thursday.
Yay!
But we're just having the best time. Did you go see Obsessions?
No.
Oh.
I saw I Love Boosters. It was great.
Cool.
Hi, Ben.
I was just
Hi,
wondering
Tyler.
I want to see that one, and I want to see Obsession.
You want to see? I just saw it a couple nights ago. I'd highly recommend.
Yes, Mara, will you see it with me?
I get scared.
It's okay. Actually, I'm not gonna finish that sentence because I was gonna say something inappropriate.
Okay. Okay. Well, I have to go, but I'll talk to later, okay? And I'm so excited that you're training to surf. Congrats.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye, Gio.
Bye.
Bye, Sierra. That's awesome, dude.
Okay, little.
So do I leave that in?
I mean, you can't. It doesn't. I don't know.
I'll check it just to make sure. I might
was.
cut it. That's hilarious.
Just a little hello from the candlelight.
Yeah, just a quick.
That was
quick
funny.
little-
Everyone was waving at me.
That's dude. That's awesome.
And then I saw Ben come out of the corner. Love Ben.
Yeah, good old Ben.
But that's so exciting. She's training to serve.
That is. That's awesome.
That means coming in the future, Mara and Sierra bus or server team.
Let's go.
It's gonna be insane.
Skull Ridge.
No. I don't align with those values. Okay, sorry. Back to the critic reviews.
Yes, hopefully we weren't saying something of note. I think we're just in the middle of the critics' reviews.
Yeah.
So on to the bad ones now. Richard Brody from The New Yorker. The result is a fashion movie that takes the art at its center for granted. A work of radical narrative freedom which falls back on last season's tropes. Rotten score. Now, Brody brings up something interesting there. Because I do think that this disrespects the fashion industry through and through. Like, there's not a single, like, The Devil Wears Prada does this thing where they have moments of, like, highlighting what the industry actually is as a positive and how it, like, gets people to, you know, to see different sides of it and to work towards things, and just, this movie didn't have that.
I was thinking that, especially, like, coming off the I haven't seen Devil Wears Prada 2, but coming off, like, the tail end of that into this movie, which is literally, like, the opposite of that, I think is so interesting.
Because The Devil Wears Prada has a lot of...
And risky!
There's anti-fashion in The Devil Wears Prada, for sure, a lot of it.
They are, but they are still, like, a lot for the fashion industry.
And I made a video and I talk about how they aren't enough for the fashion industry. Yeah. And I hope they did it in the second movie, which I still haven't seen, because they hit hard on that in the beginning and then disregard it in the end, which is too bad. Especially, the most frustrating thing was Andy at the end of that movie. She gives her clothes back, which, like, killed me, because it was a massive part of her character was finding herself within that industry and the things that she liked about that wasn't just some culty thing. Right. So it was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
This movie, fashionistas aren't gonna like it.
Yeah.
Maya Phillips from the New York Times. Oh wow, New York is really hating on this movie. Too many elements of Riley's
big surprise.
Too many elements of Riley's sophomore feature hang, like excess fabric from what would otherwise be a stunning, smart ensemble. Yeah, I think it's this is talking about the stylization of Boots Riley, and it's like, yeah, but that's the point type of thing.
Yeah.
Like it's over the top. And I don't think it's blocking from anything that's stunning. I think that's what is stunning.
Yeah, completely. You know? I agree.
At least about this movie.
I agree.
But that is it for Critics Reviews.
Hell yeah. That means it's time for our ratings.
It is time. All right. Well, going in, I had zero expectations. I think that this movie definitely, it transported me to a different universe entirely, though a lot of it reminded me of my own. I think that a lot of the deeper themes of this movie might have been lost on me because of so much things going on up front on screen to just laugh at, and, you know, just bright colors pop. It's almost like an ADHD movie at points.
Yeah.
But overall, I really...
Sorry. An ADHD movie.
Literally. It's like a TikTok.
I'm sorry. That's just a funny expression, and I just so blindly went, yeah.
Yep. No,
I didn't mean to cut you off in the middle.
It totally is, though, because it's like, it's one of these that just, it's so committed to grabbing your attention in any way that it can all the time. That's what I was talking about when the call cut us off, actually, was this little scene where the border's closing around somebody, and it's about to do, like, the center close border, and then somebody sticks their hand out of it and says, wait, and it, like, breaks, it's, like, almost 3D a little bit. It's just any possible thing that it can do to stand out. That Boots Riley can do to stand out, he does. I love that, and I think it works perfectly for a movie like this. You know, it's so over the top, just in concept. And if the concept, I think, stayed a little bit more grounded, though I know I've loved the over the top, I think that it could have fit this movie really well, because stealing clothes in a world like this is already enough for this style. You know, the comedy was there, the acting was there, the character depth wasn't there at all points, but scene to scene, I'm going to remember this movie, dude.
Yeah.
And for all of those reasons, I'm going to put that at a whopping 4.1.
Hell yeah.
That's what I'm putting it.
4.1.
I don't think that was my best review, but because I don't really... I kind of like this movie more than my words have, I think.
Yeah.
A little bit more, and it's,
yeah,
it's because...
your score sounds higher than what your words were.
That's totally... Because I just... It's just the style that went... The commitment to the style all the time that worked in this story, and the combination of actors and cinematographers and fucking costumes that did it. It's just...
Yeah.
Music. We didn't even talk about the music the whole time. It's like bump, 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 bump.
Yeah, no, I loved the music. It was fun. It was great. Yeah, I'll say I really loved it. Like, I thought the costumes were absolutely incredible. I thought I laughed out loud so many times. I thought it was really funny. We also, I will mention, we had like a laugher in the theater behind us, which did help me laugh more because he was laughing. I feel like we were both kind of consciously laughing after him because we heard him laugh.
So I don't know. I've noticed this about myself because I edit. Oh, pause. Continue.
No, sorry. Go ahead.
I always laugh delayed for whatever reason. It like takes me an extra second. I don't know why, but they make the joke, and when I know when I should laugh, and I'm watching myself, and I laugh a second after.
That's funny.
So that might just be me. It also could be because that does help me laugh too. Sorry.
Like I just feel like a few times he was like prompting our laugh. Sorry, that just does help. I thought it was incredible. I thought the acting was really great. Like specific, like Demi Moore, Keke Palmer. I love fucking Keke Palmer. So it's like. Of course I was gonna love it because she's in it, but I was so pleasantly surprised. I do think, like, I would say I liked the first half of the movie more. I wasn't totally on board with, like, the concept towards the end, but I loved, like I said, the way it was executed. I loved the way it was done. I had so much fun watching it. Just, yeah, like, the colors were just, like, it was such a fun movie to watch. My only problem was just kind of the character stuff that we've already talked about multiple times, so I won't go into that for like a third time now, but yeah, I'm going to land it at a 4.3.
Bang, I got it. I guessed it. Heck yeah, dude. Well done. Yeah. Man, we're 0.2 off of each other. You go a little bit higher, right? That makes sense. I feel like this movie's more up your alley than it is up mine, you know?
Yeah.
Traditionally.
No, for sure. The next movie that we're seeing is what we thought we were seeing this week, so I'm so pleasantly surprised that we saw this movie instead. Wait, hold on. Never mind. Back up.
What's happening?
We're going back for a second because we need to recommend that you see this movie in theaters.
Oh, yes.
Right? Because we didn't say that. I feel like usually now it's just like a give, like, yeah, you should see all of these movies in theaters. But this one for sure. It was hard to find at a theater near us, even though we have a million theaters around us.
Seems to be a limited release, but if you can get in there.
If you can, do it, for sure. Support, you know, something that's not like a fucking remake or based on a book, or like one of the few this year that we can get behind that was like really good and a really good watch. So I would recommend it for sure to go see in theaters.
I second that notion.
Okay, next. The next movie we were going to see is what we thought we were seeing this week, but we were not. Now we are seeing it next week. It is
not the one that Mara was going to say. Unfortunately, we are actually going to be talking about and seeing the Backrooms movie. So, very, very exciting. It went gangbusters at the box office. We had to get involved on that action. We're seeing the Backrooms. Kane Parsons, get ready. I don't think I have anything else here.
Yeah, I don't either. So, with that, I'm Mara.
And I'm Gio.
So join us next week after opening weekend, because waiting to talk about movies is clearly not our thing.
Alright.
I already had one.
Thank you.
I didn't touch it, I promise.
I saw you lick it. Out.
No, I purposely made sure while I was opening it that my fingers did not
Sure,
touch
you
it.
can have it. That's my licking sound.
I guess I should...
Oh yeah, I'm getting ready to watch your cat tomorrow.
Yes. Yeah.
I have to do a lot of prep. Is it you who says "ner" or like "ner"? You say no like that?
Like Australian?
Yeah.
Yes.
that is you.
Me.
That was in my brain for some reason. I'm like, who the hell speaks like that? That's more.
No. My legs hurt and my stomach.
Yo,
hurts.
fucking Herbie! What?
My
Mara,
teeth hurt.
Herbie! What can you do, man? We always have a bit of preamble. It just makes this a bitch for me in the edit because I have to go down through 56 minutes of content to get these stupid quotas. And surely there's gonna be me in here complaining about it at the very end.
Welcome back to Metro Designers. Just kidding. We're in your local movie theater parking lot.